furniture. Joe's Furniture Warehouse in Newport is the place to find solid wood, built to last, made in Maine dressers, bureaus, and nightstands. Not your average Joe. Joe's Furniture Warehouse, Grogan Avenue in Newport.
You're watching Fox 22, Bangor. From the Great North Woods to the Rockbound Coast and streaming live in HD worldwide at foxbangor.com. More people choose Good Morning Maine.
Everyone, today on Good Morning Maine, police are looking for answers following a head-on crash that left 2 people dead.
Plus, what one police department is doing to prevent porch pirates from stealing packages.
And we'll also catch up with a local author and illustrator who has a brand new book just in time for the holidays.
Good morning, and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith.
I'm Craig Colson. Thank you so much for joining us on this Tuesday morning. It looks like it's going to be a nice day out there. The sun's coming up, and we should see lots of sunshine, which will be a nice break from all the rain we had yesterday.
Absolutely. Conrad Sapinski has the forecast.
Thank you so much. Good morning. Our first weather today is brought to you by Crosby's Sports Shop with a large supply of ammo in stock. Custom Damascus knives, fishing supplies of all kinds, concealed weapons classes, and a full line of Dragonfly UV tackle, plus the latest ultraviolet tackle. Call today. So nice looking a weather picture today. Not much going on in our state. Remember that rain we had not that long ago? Well, now it is all gone. Just a couple of passing clouds, but we do have some snow depth, especially north of Bangor, where some places have even several inches of snow, and more is on the way. Not much more is coming in, maybe a half an inch, a dusting, maybe an inch in some locations, but nothing here in Bangor the next couple of days. Temperatures, though, are cold. They're definitely cold enough to support some of the snow. Look at Bar Harbor and Machias. 29 in Bar Harbor, 28 in Machias, so it is cold here in Bangor. We have temperatures below freezing, so definitely cold enough to support snow, but none is on the way. Today, though, we'll have temperatures in those mid-30s, mostly sunny skies, so hey, at least the sun will be out. Tonight, another cold one outside. 25, 24, 25 is going to be that low temperature, partly cloudy skies once again. Tomorrow, though, warmer temperatures, but hey, can't have the best of both worlds, folks. More rain is on the way with temperatures well above average and hovering close to 50 degrees. So bring out those sweaters, put away those jackets for now. Today, though, we'll have lots of sunshine and temperatures continuing to rise into those mid-30s.
Thank you, Conrad.
Well, in today's news, 2 people were killed in a terrible crash in northern Maine. It happened just before 4 o'clock Monday on Route 1 in Westfield. State police say 41-year-old April Kellerhalls was driving north and came around a corner to find a vehicle driven by Dale Drake in her lane. Kellerhalls could not avoid Drake's vehicle, and they collided head-on. A witness told police Drake was speeding and not staying in his lane at the time. Kellerhalls was transported by ambulance to the hospital in Presque Isle, where she was pronounced dead. Drake pronounced dead at the scene. U.S. Highway 1 was closed for several hours in both directions while the scene was investigated by police.
Fire crews had to work quickly to stop a fire that was spreading in a well-known tool manufacturer in Eddington. Crews were called to PV Manufacturing on the main road just before 10 o'clock Monday morning. Deputy Fire Chief Craig Russell says when they arrived, they found a small fire in the roof above the boilers.
They reported the fire early. We were able to get here quick and get the fire under control pretty quick. It's just been a lot of pulling insulation up in the roof.
The boilers are located in a standalone building outside the main facility. Russell says firefighters had to remove some of the roof panels that had been damaged by heat in order to ventilate the smoke. He says, though, no one was hurt by the fire, and even though it was very labor intensive. Crews from 7 communities provided mutual aid.
Man accused of murdering a man in Washington County in the town of Robbinston will go on trial today. Charles Townsend is accused of setting a house fire that killed 66-year-old Wayne Morrill. It happened back in October of 2020, and authorities say Townsend watched as that house burned.
Morrill was trapped inside and died from smoke inhalation. Townsend is now charged with arson and depraved indifference murder. He has been held without bail in Machias since his arrest. And a Bucksport teacher is facing charges after he allegedly assaulted a student. Police say the alleged assault took place on October 20th, but they did not receive a report about it until November 21st. Following an investigation, police arrested 52-year-old Christian Colbull of Stockton Springs. He's charged with aggravated assault. The victim of the alleged assault is 5 years old and a student in the RSU 25 system. Colbull was released on bail. His initial court appearance will take place in January 2023 at the Hancock County Courthouse.
A man accused of taking an impromptu joyride in a police cruiser appeared in court Monday. 27-year-old Kyle King is charged with theft by unauthorized taking and impersonating a public servant. Augusta police say King stole a police car while an officer was taking a report in the lobby of the police station on Saturday. Through the use of a GPS tracking device, police later located the cruiser on Western Avenue in the Shaw's shopping center. Chris and Adriana Jackson say they were harassed and followed by King through the Shaw's parking lot moments before police made the arrest.
State's asking for $5,000 cash bail, and we are asking as a special condition that he have a mental health evaluation prior to release. Without going into great details about the probable cause affidavit, because I do know the court has reviewed it, the state has significant concerns about the facts in general and the possibility of some mental health issues that seem to be apparent in the probable cause affidavit.
The judge ruled there be a cash bond of $2,500 and a mental health evaluation as conditions of King's release. King is also prohibited from returning to Shaw's and Augusta. He's expected to be back in court in April.
The Washington County Grand Jury has indicted a mother and son on drug charges. 61-year-old Tammy Davis and 39-year-old Nicholas Ames, both of East Machias, were indicted for aggravated drug trafficking. They were arrested in September after drug agents and Maine State Police raided a home on the Jacksonville Road. During a search of the residence, police seized fentanyl and crack cocaine worth more than $15,000, as well as more than $2,400 in suspected drug proceeds. As part of the investigation, police also arrested 33-year-old Jermaine Henry and 27-year-old Rashawn Howard of Bronx, New York. The grand jury indicted both of them on charges of unlawful trafficking of scheduled drugs.
Well, many people are ordering gifts to make sure they arrive on their doorsteps in time for the holidays. And to make the season a little less stressful, one local police department has made it a priority to stamp out porch thefts.
Matthew Jurancic has more.
In an effort to reduce the amount of package thieves this holiday season, Skowhegan Police Department is continuing its annual Operation Safe Delivery program.
Citizens in Skowhegan can take advantage of utilizing the police department's address to mail packages from Amazon, Postal Service, whatever, and have them dropped off here at the police department.
Starting Monday, November 28th and running until December 22nd, Skowhegan citizens can have their packages shipped to the police department in their name and pick it up at this safe drop location.
And the process for this is so simple. You first come to the window and ask for your name and show ID before going and getting your package. And Chief Buckingham is hopeful that the Skowhegan people will use Operation Safe Delivery to their advantage.
We're here for the community, and this is just our way of giving back to our community here in Skowhegan. Let them know that you can come with us with more than just a complaint of a crime that has taken place. We're here to help you out.
Citizens like Jenny Farrelly believe that this idea will help provide a sense of comfort for those who fear their deliveries will get stolen.
I think it's wonderful that the police department is doing that for the community, so people have options. They can go away and they can feel safe about having packages delivered.
And with this holiday season likely to be a busy one, Chief Buckingham hopes that more people will be using the program.
Last year it was, that's a great idea. This year it's all, I can't believe you're doing this again. This is fantastic. So I'm really hoping to see a lot more people in Skowhegan take advantage.
Matthew Jurancic, ABC7 and Fox 22.
Growing restrictions on health care for transgender youth in some states like Texas and Florida could compel some people to relocate here in Maine. AJ Douglas spoke to a local advocate to shed light on this growing issue.
We know from the data, we know from the science that it is not a safety concern. It is purely just transphobia.
Earlier this year, a few GOP-led states began implementing a number of restrictions related to transgender healthcare access for teens receiving hormone medications. Rulin explains how an erupt-in hormone medications could cause suicidal thoughts.
Gender-affirming hormone therapy is still vital, life-saving, important health care. And when people try to or successfully block youth from accessing that care, they are not saying, I am concerned about your safety. They are saying, I do not want these trans teens to exist.
Families living in states that have diminished access to transgender health care are reportedly relocating to states with better accessibility, like Maryland and Massachusetts. But Maine could be next.
I think we'll get some folks, especially if you have folks who are already used to living somewhere rural, that may be appealing. But I think that some other states, particularly states that are more well known for being trans-friendly.
The U.S. Assistant Secretary of Health, Rachel Levine, continues to release statements in support of transgender care access. The Massachusetts native is the first transgender federal official to be confirmed by the U.S. Senate. Mabel Wadsworth Center provides gender-affirming hormone care to adults and referrals for teens. Facility leaders say all services should coexist with gender-affirming treatment.
For providing, of course, abortion care, prenatal care, we offer primary care as well now. All of these examples of care should be accessible and affirming to all people who need them.
In Bangor, AJ Douglas, ABC 7, Fox 22.
The time is now 8:12. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, a Bangor police dog receives a grand send-off as he begins a well-deserved retirement.
But first, let's take another look at that forecast. Looks like lots of sunshine today, mostly sunny skies with a high near 37. Tonight, the clouds move in with lows dropping down into the low 20s. Tomorrow, more rain showers on the way. The high, though, will be up near 50 degrees.
I was riding my bike just as nice as could be. I look up and here comes a car in my lane.
I saw Michael hit the car. He flew in the air.
I was in a coma for 30 some odd days. I woke up and I looked down and what is my leg? He had 2 or 3 types of fentanyl in him.
Cocaine and heroin.
Yeah. It's a robbery of life is what it is.
People that are on drugs don't realize it's not if you're going to hurt somebody, it's when.
I'm a great study of when.
Hammond Lumber Company is honored to have again been named one of the best places to work in Maine. Hammond Lumber recognizes the importance of employee satisfaction. They provide a positive workplace environment with opportunities to grow. Hammond has continued to grow too, with more team members across Maine and New Hampshire. To find your place on the Hammond team, click on the careers link at hammondlumber.com. Hammond Lumber Company, proud to be one of the best places to work in Maine.
Chevy Silverado. It's got the power you want and the capability you need to do the job so you can get to the important work. Find new moments, find new roads. Qualified lessees with a current eligible lease can use $500 Chevy Cybercash to get this Silverado for $399 a month. Or current Chevy owners can get $3,500 total cash allowance when you purchase.
Love the smell of napalm in the morning.
Fox Tonight.
Fixing things is my job.
Want to see some action?
A new heart-pounding season is here.
We need to get in there right away.
We're gonna get the job done.
The Resident, all new tonight on Fox.
Let's go.
Deck the halls with celebs and Harvey over the year's biggest stories.
How can you get messier than that?
TMZ's Merry Elfin Christmas, Monday on Fox.
Welcome back, everyone. One of Bangor's furriest and finest officially retired Monday with the blessing of the City Council.
Beth Jones has more.
Before we vote on this, I'm wondering if maybe the latest retiree in the city of Bangor might be in the audience. I don't know. Is this the latest retiree?
K9 Aki appeared before the city council alongside his longtime handler, Sergeant Jamie Fanning. The council snapped a few pictures of the veteran K9 before making it official, voting yes on an order to retire Aki and transfer ownership of him to Sergeant Fanning.
Thank you, Sergeant. Thank you, Aki.
K9 Aki has been on active patrol with Sergeant Fanning for the past 8 years, right from the beginning of his watch. The pair has covered every call they were summoned to.
He's an 8-year-old shepherd. He's been with me since February of 2015. We've been together for almost 8 years now. He's done a good job. We've tracked a lot of people. We've found a lot of drugs.
She says the work they did finding missing children was especially meaningful for her.
The biggest thing for me is we've tracked a lot of kids in our years, and that is a huge reward when you get to find a kid at the end of a track with your dog.
Fanning says Aki was a beloved member of the department and definitely made his mark.
Yeah, this is going to be definitely weird without him. I mean, every time we walk into work on a daily basis, when we walk through, everybody's like, "Oh, hey, Aki," and I usually walk through like, I'm here, guys. Hey, good morning. And they're like, "Oh, we're so sorry. Good morning." But it's definitely going to be weird without him because everybody's always looking for him here at work.
The canine is retiring at the advice of his veterinarian, who says there have been persistent issues associated with performance and training that are common with older dogs. Sergeant Fanning says it is bittersweet to see Aki retire, but she's thankful to be able to keep her partner in retirement.
It's time for him to spend the rest of his time on the couch.
Reporting for ABC7 and Fox 22, I'm Beth Jones.
And we'd also like to thank K9 Aki and Sergeant Fanning for their service. Hopefully he has a very long and happy retirement.
I know he has a long career.
He's a good boy.
Yes. Well, Governor Mills marked the start of the Christmas season by welcoming some award-winning Christmas trees to the Blaine House yesterday morning. Now on display, 2 big balsam fir trees from Finest Kind Tree Farms in Dover Foxcroft and a 6-foot balsam fir from Boiling Spring Tree Farm. These trees were chosen after winning awards at the People's Choice Christmas Tree Exhibition at the Freiburg Fair. Some award-winning wreaths were also hung at the Blaine House for all to see. Wanda Wilcox won a blue ribbon for her wreath and says she was thrilled to be part of the special moment.
Being asked to come to this, I was called a couple weeks ago and I didn't hesitate. I thought, what an amazing opportunity. And it's been more than I could have expected.
Finest Kind Tree Farm in Dover Foxcroft has plenty of other great trees and gifts available this holiday season.
Boy, those look like perfect Christmas trees, too.
They do.
You know,
yeah, they're
nice.
really full. It really makes you think how much care they need throughout the lifespan of a tree. It's a lot of work.
I think that's why we're paying so much now. It takes so much work just to get them just right.
I know. It makes me like Charlie Brown trees a lot more now, too.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, the time now is 8:18. Coming up after the break, we sat down with a local author to discuss their new book release just in time for the holidays.
This and more as Good Morning Maine continues.
If you're a Medicare beneficiary and live in the area, call now to see how this little card could get you some big benefits, including up to $840 added back to your Social Security check each year. With one toll-free call, you can find out how easy it is to get all of your original Medicare coverage, plus extra benefits. You get an all-in-one plan designed to fit your needs so you can be your best every day. You could have medical coverage, prescription drugs with $0 generics, dental, vision and hearing, plus the WellCare Visa Flex Card to pay for extra dental, vision, and hearing expenses, money for over-the-counter items, and up to $840 back in your Social Security check each year. And so much more. And here's more good news. You can get a WellCare plan for a $0 monthly premium. How can WellCare offer all of those benefits for a $0 monthly premium? It's simple. Medicare Advantage and Medicare Part D prescription drug coverage are important parts of Medicare. WellCare has a contract with Medicare to offer and provide these important options to you. Call right now to get your free copy of the WellCare All-in-One Guide. Call 1-866-819-7962 now. There is absolutely no obligation for requesting this free information. WellCare offers benefits that go beyond the basics, including up to $840 each year added to your Social Security check to help cover your Part B premium. Call today to get your free copy of the All-in-One Guide with absolutely no obligation. Your free plan guide will provide information to make a smart choice for your Medicare coverage. Just call 1-866-819-7962. Remember, there's no obligation for requesting this free information. So call 1-866-819-7962. Call today. WellCare. Medicare done well.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. A well-loved Maine children's author and illustrator has a new Christmas book out just in time for the holiday. Our Jody Hersey met up with Chris Van Dusen at the Briar Patch in Bangor to hear more about his latest work called A Very Mercy Christmas.
there's something really magical about his books, and I think, a lot of people have a few of his books as their favorites of all time. The Circus Ship is one of mine, of course.
Chris Van Dusen of Camden is one of Maine's most well-known children's authors and illustrators. His artistic work can be seen in books such as The Circus Ship, Big Truck Little Island, and the Mercy Watson series, written by author Kate DiCamillo. Mercy is a toast-loving pet pig that lives on Decawoo Drive with her owners.
Always kind of thought I might do something with art because I was the type of kid that drew all the time, and so I kind of thought there might be art in my future. But I thought I was going to be a comic strip artist, and I sort of worked on that when I was a kid. But it's a lot harder than it looks.
Turns out Van Dusen's calling was children's books. He visited the Briar Patch in Bangor over the weekend to sign his latest illustrated tale called A Very Mercy Christmas.
I have a very strong memory of my childhood and like what I got for Christmas when I was 6 years old, and all those things, all those memories come back and really help me write the stories and figure out what the illustrations are going to look like. So
kids lined up to meet the author and illustrator and get his autograph.
Yeah, how have you been?
Briar Patch owner Jabron Graham says hosting Van Dusen and other Maine authors is an early Christmas present for children and adults alike.
I call him the prince of Maine authors just because he's so kind and gives so much time to every single child and family that comes in to see him.
In Bangor, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
Books make great gifts.
They sure do.
Yeah. Well, the time is now 8:22.
Time to get a full look at our weather forecast with Conrad.
Thank you so much. Our Maine weather today is brought to you by Crosby's Sports Shop with a large supply of ammo and stock, custom Damascus knives, fishing supplies of all kinds, concealed weapons classes, and a full line of Dragonfly UV tackle, plus the latest ultraviolet tackle. Call today. So lots of clear skies outside today. It is a whole different picture than what we had just 30 hours ago when we had some more rain in the area. Not much going on in our state, and pretty much the whole Northeast is in the clear. New York City, D.C. is in the clear, but look what's coming in. Those are some thicker clouds, a little bit of snow in the upper Midwest. That's going to develop into a pretty intense low-pressure system where some places in the upper Midwest might even get close to a foot of snow. For us, though, temperatures will go up north and we'll have a rain in the area. That's going to arrive pretty much in the afternoon hours tomorrow for the most part. Really picks up in intensity overnight, but then quickly starts to move out. So by the morning hours on Thursday, hey, for that morning commute, we are in the clear. So bring an umbrella still, where we might have some drizzle still left over, but overall, we will be clear. We're looking at around 3/4 to an inch of new rainfall moving in. Some places might get a little bit less, close to 1/2 inch, but overall, it's going to be a good rainmaker. We're looking at around an inch of rain for the most part across the state. Winds right now are blowing at around 5 to 15 miles per hour. Gusting close to 20, so not looking too bad. Machias, a little bit stronger winds. That's why we have a gale watch in the area until the morning hours on a Thursday, and also a high wind watch until 1 a.m. on Thursday, and just south of us, where winds will actually pick up in intensity the next couple of days. Temperatures, though, have been cold the last couple of weeks. We had temperatures in the 30s, some 40s, besides the last 4 days where we did have temperatures in those mid-40s, lower 40s, and even some 50s for our high temperatures outside. We should be hovering at around 39 to 40 degrees as our high temperature. So the next today pretty much we're doing that, I would say upper 30s. Tomorrow, a lot warmer than that. Then we're pretty much going to be hovering close to average besides Saturday, where more chances of warmer air start to arrive. Today, though, temperatures hovering in those mid-30s, slightly below our average for this time of year. Mostly sunny skies. Our extended forecast outlook does show that rain moving in. Warmer temperatures, hey, can't have the best of both worlds. But Thursday, we start to have a couple of flurries still lingering, maybe a drizzle or two, but then quickly moving out. Sunshine returns, and then Friday into Saturday, more chances of rain.
Wherever you are, whether you're ready or not, it's coming. With a purpose, with persistence, with the power to change the way you live. So you don't have to change the way you live. Generac automatic standby generators. Control your power, control your life. Visit Generac.com.
Breakfast bagels are back at McDonald's. A fluffy egg, 2 slices of cheese, and your choice of a steak patty, bacon, or sausage, all in a toasted bagel. Breakfast bagels are back, but only for a limited time.
The Furniture Gallery's Black Friday deals are here. We're fully stocked just in time for holiday get-togethers. We've got your choice of 5-piece dining sets starting at $449. Need extra living room seating? Sectional starting at $699 and recliner starting at $299. Long distance guests staying over? Queen mattresses as low as $299 with closeout mattresses up to $1,000 off. Special financing is available. Support our Maine family-owned business and save money. The Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, Gorham, Newport, and North Windham.
In recent years, we have seen many major shifts in the housing market. Maine Val has the experience and expertise to analyze these changes to provide a clear and accurate service for all your real estate appraisals. From estate and tax planning, divorce litigation, and other legal matters, we offer services to all our communities across the state of Maine. You do not have to navigate this turbulent market blindly. Trust in Maine Val's extensive experience to make highly informed decisions. Contact us today at 573-3222.
For the first time, an all-female finale. Can I get an amen? The winner is...
That's how it's done!
The Masked Singer 2-hour season finale, Wednesday on Fox.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine, and now for your national news. The looming rail strike. President Biden is stepping into the ongoing fight, calling on Congress to intervene and block a strike that could overwhelm our economy. ABC's Ike Ajachi is in Washington with more.
This morning, President Biden stepping into the ongoing rail labor negotiations, speaking directly to Congress, telling them to intervene.
The president has been very clear. Shutdown is unacceptable because of the impact that it would have on jobs and families and farms and businesses and communities just across the country.
A shutdown could cost the economy an estimated $2 billion per day and place a massive strain on the trucking industry.
Rail goes down, and then all the shippers are going to rely on trucks to get their product to store shelves. So all those Amazon packages, it's going to cost a lot more.
The American Trucking Associations, as well as more than 400 business groups, signing a letter to Congress saying we call on you to take immediate steps to prevent a national rail strike and the certain economic destruction that would follow. Experts say a strike could even affect the country's water supply.
A lot of chlorine is put on rail, goes to water supply facilities.
So far, 4 of the 12 railroad unions rejected a recent agreement with rail operators brokered by the Biden administration. It included a 14% wage increase that grows to 24% by 2024, 5 annual $1,000 bonuses, health benefit enhancements, and an additional personal leave day. But the main sticking point has been the amount of sick leave for rail workers. If a deal isn't reached or forced by Congress, a strike could begin after December 9th. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi responding, saying the House will take up legislation this week requiring railroad crews to work under the tentative agreement reached between unions and railroads in September. Now, if the House passes a deal, Democrats would need Republican support in the Senate to pass the bill. Ike Ajachi, ABC News, Washington.
Meanwhile, there are growing concerns in Hawaii, where the world's largest active volcano has been erupting. After decades of inactivity, the Mauna Loa volcano has been spewing lava from its crater. The lava is not threatening homes at this point, but residents are on alert. Authorities are also playing it safe. The National Guard is on standby, shelters are being opened, and Southwest Airlines has canceled several flights. There's no way to tell how long the volcano will erupt, but officials say it could be weeks before lava reaches any populated areas.
So crazy thinking about what the normal is for citizens across our country. There's a
no
normal
big deal for them.
Right.
It's another volcano eruption. No biggie.
Right. We have a bunch of snow. I mean, we get dumped with six
Don't go on
inches of
Hammond
snow.
Street today. There's lava going across. You better take Broadway instead. You know.
Right. Culture shock for me in the Northeast.
Crazy.
Still to come here on the second half of our show, we'll get a glimpse inside the new locally owned toy store in Bangor.
Plus an interview previewing an improv festival being held this upcoming weekend. If I could speak, that would be great.
You could improv.
We'll have that. Yeah, there you go. That and more as Good Morning Maine continues.
Even though Dorsey Furniture is known for our vast collections of quality home furnishings, sometimes we like to venture into the forgotten passageways and dark corners of our enormous warehouse to mine the odd nightstand, forgotten sofa, orphaned love seat, or the elusive discontinued mattress. Meanwhile, our sales manager, and not the bean counters, smash the original retail prices into tiny fractions of themselves. Dorsey Furniture, black tag sale going on now.
Great things are always cooking at the Ground. New menu, new specials, with an amazing variety of choices for every taste. Good times, great service, and amazing food. Only at your locally owned Ground, Odland Road, Bangor.
Get ready for Hell's Kitchen.
Battle of the Ages. It's the 20-somethings versus the 40-somethings.
These old geezers better learn.
How can we be this bad?
Hell's Kitchen Battle of the Ages. Thursdays on Fox and watch anytime on Hulu.
If you've been injured in an accident, tell them you mean business.
Welcome back. Today is November 29th, 2022. It is Giving Tuesday, which is touted as a day for generosity by individuals and organizations in order to have a positive impact on communities. You're supposed to give to others.
Yeah, there's all sorts of organizations locally that you can give to, and I mean,
We buy a lot for ourselves and our families. This is a chance to help others.
Yeah, absolutely. On this day in history, in 1944, Johns Hopkins Hospital in Baltimore performed the first open heart surgery. And in 1953, American Airlines began the first regular commercial to New York to LA air service. And in 1972, the Atari video game Pong was released in Annie Cap's Tavern in Sunnyvale, California. That was known as the first commercially successful video game.
I remember when those came out, but I really remember when my dad brought home the Pong game, and we played that for hours.
Oh, your dad brought it home?
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
You know, it was just a simple table tennis game back and forth, and I
Yeah.
could still hear the little boop, boop, boop.
Right?
You guys know that too. But
I feel like I get serotonin from those noises. I'll go play an old video game and it's like Space Invaders, like all the little...
Yeah.
It
was cool.
Yeah.
It was a neat time to grow up.
Mhm.
For today's birthdays, we have British author C.S. Lewis, who was born in 1898, and the late Chadwick Boseman would have been 46 today. He is best known for his roles in the Black Panther movies and also on 42.
I know the new Black Panther movie, Wakanda Forever, had to come out without him, so I'm still needing to get around to see that. The first one was awesome, if you like Marvel movies.
It was great. I love them. Any superhero kind of stuff.
Right.
Let's talk about the weather. Just going to have some super weather today.
Yep,
Sorry
it's
about
going to
the
be
pun.
sunny. It's going to be sunny, but
Yeah.
tomorrow it seems like a lot of rain.
Yeah.
So even though it's chilly today, if you're a walker type, it's good to get out today before the rain comes tomorrow. Conrad Spinski has the forecast.
Thank you so much. Good morning. Our first weather today is brought to you by Crosby's Sports Shop with a large supply of ammo in stock. Custom Damascus knives, fishing supplies of all kinds, concealed weapons classes, and a full line of Dragonfly UV tackle, plus the latest ultraviolet tackle. Call today. So nice looking a weather picture today. Not much going on in our state. Remember that rain we had not that long ago? Well, now it is all gone. Just a couple of passing clouds, but we do have some snow depth, especially north of Bangor, where some places have even several inches of snow, and more is on the way. Not much more is coming in, maybe a half an inch, a dusting, maybe an inch in some locations, but nothing here in Bangor the next couple of days. Temperatures, though, are cold. They're definitely cold enough to support some of the snow. Look at Bar Harbor and Machias. 29 in Bar Harbor, 28 in Machias, so it is cold. Here in Bangor, we have temperatures below freezing, so definitely cold enough to support snow, but none is on the way. Today, though, we'll have temperatures in those mid-30s, mostly sunny skies, so hey, at least the sun will be out. Tonight, another cold one outside. 25, 24, 25 is going to be that low temperature, partly cloudy skies once again. Tomorrow, though, warmer temperatures, but hey, can't have the best of both worlds, folks. More rain is on the way with temperatures well above average and hovering close to 50 degrees. So bring out those sweaters, put away those jackets for now. Today, though, we'll have lots of sunshine and temperatures continuing to rise into those mid-30s.
All right, thanks, Conrad. Well, have you heard this? There's a new toy store now open in downtown Bangor. Out on a Whimsy Toys opened in its new location at 49 Main Street in Bangor. The toy store has shops in both Belfast and in Blue Hill. And the store managers say shoppers will be able to find lots of Christmas gifts for kids of all ages at their new Bangor store. They say they have everything from puzzles, trucks, and Legos to dress-up costumes and fidget toys.
Oh my gosh, we have been wanting to get to the Bangor area for years. We're so excited to be close to the Children's Museum especially.
We have been just blown away by the support that people have given us. We didn't really do any advertising. We just opened the door and people have been flowing in.
Out on a Whimsy Toys is now open 7 days a week there in Bangor. One of the things I love about them is they really have kind of like older, retro kind of toys. A lot of kids today, they play with electronics.
Right.
But there you can go and you can, like they said, they have things you can dress up with. They have things you can build. In the Belfast store I went to there, they had a bunch of little science things too.
Cool.
So you can learn how to do science with like little microscopes. And
all sorts of different types of toys. And I know I've said it every hour of our show this morning as well, but I just think that's been such a need in Bangor too, and it'll really cradle the Bangor economy.
Yeah, we were just talking a little bit ago. Now we have a toy store, we have a sweet store,
right?
Plenty of restaurants.
I think that can be a symbiotic relationship. I mean, if you're just going to go downtown Bangor, maybe you won't think of going to the sweet store, but if there's a bunch of shops there, then it's like, oh yeah, I'm out shopping. I'll go grab a sweet.
Think of them while you're doing your holiday shopping.
That's exciting. And still to come here this morning, Tyler Cruz and Ryan Sudol will have the latest in local sports.
We'll be back right after this.
$7.8 million. That's how much I made home sellers in the past 2 years. Planning on selling? I'm Holly Taylor. Come to the one, gets it done. HollyTaylor.Realtor.
It wasn't just a little bit of soot on an old family photo. It wasn't just a couple of books soaked in water. And when you called Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration, you were not just another customer. That family photo hangs high yet again, and those irreplaceable first editions stay cemented in history. You keep the memories, we'll handle the rest. Statewide commercial and residential services. Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration.
The Lucerne Inn and Ryan's Pub is world-renowned for beautiful dining with a delicious view, offering a safe, comfortable atmosphere, providing an intimate space for reconnecting with loved ones, family, and friends. It's a true destination dining experience, featuring award-winning dishes from executive chef Arturo Montes, and Ryan's Pub, serving traditional pub food with a modern twist. Whether it's a special occasion or any occasion, the Lucerne Inn is the perfect choice for your business or family gathering.
If you've been hurt in a car accident, watch out.
Watch out. The insurance company may try to tell you that you don't need a lawyer.
Watch out. The insurance company may try to settle before you're done with all your medical treatments.
Don't trust that insurance company after your accident. You could miss out on a lot of money. Call the Twos and we'll watch out for you.
Lowry & Associates watched out for me and got me $275,000.
Call the Twos. We win for you.
If you're hurt in an accident, what do? Call 222-2222.
When selling your home, knowing your options could make you tens of thousands of dollars. That's what I do for my clients. I'm Holly Taylor. Come to the one who gets it done. HollyTaylor.Realtor.
Mix it up with all new episodes of Call Me Kat.
Yeah, boy.
Thursday on Fox.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. For the past 3 years, Bangor's Anna Connors has been a force in her lane on the track. She won an individual title in every event she ran during the Outdoor Track and Field State Championship this past spring. And over the weekend, she put pen to paper to continue her track and field career as a Yukon Husky.
It was really nice to just be able to make the decision and have that stress put to rest, and it's a big relief.
This weekend, a weight was lifted off of Anna Connor's shoulders. The Bangor track and field standout signing her national letter of intent on Saturday to run with UConn next year.
It really came down to the wire on deciding, but it came down to location, like a rural area. It's what I'm used to, and I love it. And I also have good friends at UConn and former teammates too, so that really helped as well.
Throughout the years, Connors has certainly made her mark on the Rams' indoor and outdoor track programs.
She's just such a tremendous kid, great work ethic, and it's just been a privilege to enjoy the ride and just witness. She never ceases to amaze me. You heard all the accolades. It's something like 7 individual state titles, 3 records.
It's really a lot to take in, and I haven't really fully grasped like all the moments that I've had, and it's just really nice to be able to look back on it now and just see what it's helped me work up to.
Behind her efforts, the Rams took home state championships in both seasons last year.
Those state meets, they're so competitive. And anytime you walk into one and you're pretty confident you're going to get 30 points just showing up with Anna, it's a huge leg up going into the day, and just kind of a calming presence.
With how successful she is on the track and in her lane, it's what she does behind the scenes too that's really stood out.
Tremendous leader, incredible. Kids really gravitate around her. She leads by example. She holds herself to a certain standard and works her butt off, and it's contagious. So you see other kids working their butt off, trying to get better.
And the future Husky was quick to credit those in her corner for helping her get to where she is today.
They're my support system, and they really, all of them, helped me so much.
Congratulations to Anna. Looking forward to see what she can do this indoor season coming up this winter and then outdoor in the spring. Staying with running now, Orono cross-country junior Ruth White, who already has a long list of accolades, made history over the weekend. White, the back-to-back state champ and back-to-back New England champ, has qualified for the Champs National Cross Country Championship, becoming the first girl from Maine to do so. White placed 4th in the Northeast Regional Championship this past weekend, running the race in just under 18 minutes. Back in October, she won the state title by 42 seconds. The Champs National Cross Country Championship is just 2 weeks away, December 10th in San Diego. Over to the gridiron now, where the Patriots are preparing for another Thursday night football matchup. And this one, perhaps the biggest game of the season so far. New England lost by 1 touchdown on Thanksgiving, but I personally feel a lot better about this team, this offense, than I did a week ago. Mac Jones over 300 yards, 2 scores, and no picks. They now have a full week off before another Thursday night matchup, this one at home, and it's their first time seeing Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills this year. First time since they lost in the playoffs in Buffalo last winter. For Mac Jones, he is coming off of a great week, but it's a brand new beast this Thursday, and he knows exactly what they're up against.
They look like a really good defense, great players at every level, really well coached, attack the football. They rally to the ball, all the things that they've done for a long time, and it's a great defense and a big challenge. So we know we're going against the best defense in the league, so we got to be ready for that, and it really starts with us and just playing the best football we can.
Staying down there, Celtics in action on Monday night. They are hosting the Charlotte Hornets, looking to improve to 17-3. Jason Tatum, he's having an MVP year. He'll have to keep it up without Jaylen Brown tonight, though. Monday night, he had no problem doing so. First quarter, contested 3, no problem at all. C's hot out of the gate. Still in the first, they're up 24 now. Malcolm Brogdon on the drive. He would kick it out to Marcus Smart, and he buries the 3. Smart getting in on the fun. Boston up a ton, and they would keep piling it on. Great passing here. Ball eventually finds Grant Williams. 4-3 from the corner. That one's good. And then even Blake Griffin would join in on the fun. I haven't seen a Blake Griffin dunk like this in years. C's win big, 140-105. All right, let's head to the soccer pitch now. A huge match on Tuesday for the USA men's national team against Iran at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. And it all comes down to this for Team USA. They need a win on Tuesday to advance. A draw or a loss sends them home. After failing to qualify for the World Cup in 2018, they now have their moment to get in. And with all that's riding on the game, it's easy to get caught up in the importance of it. But the team is just looking at it for what it is, just another soccer match.
For us, It's a soccer game against a good team. And it's not much more than that. It's a knockout game. Both teams want to go to the next round. Both teams are desperate to go to the next round. And that's how we're looking at this match. We're very focused on what we could do as a team, as are they. And we think it's going to be, a good soccer game.
We're laser focused on this match, as they are as well. We know how important this is for our progress of our team and what we want to do to prove to our country, how hard we've been working. And we know they want to do exactly the same.
I will definitely have my eyes on that one, but that's all the time we have for sports right now. We'll be right back after this.
Ladies, welcome to my digestive system. When your gut and vaginal bacteria are off balance, you may feel it.
But just one Align Women's Probiotic Daily helps soothe digestive upsets and support vaginal health. Welcome to an Align gut.
No.
Come on, him.
I like him.
Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty picks up messes quicker and is 2 times more absorbent so you can use less. Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
So small, so smart. Hearing aids that I can personalize to each ear right from here. Brilliant.
It's Cyber Monday all week with big savings on Eargo 6.
People today, they could spend half their lives over 50, but it's gonna take some planning.
What can you do for me?
Make sure your money lives as long as you do. The younger you are, the more you need AARP. Join today.
Two Old Goats Antiquities and Artisans is located in Trenton. Our shop is open year-round, offering more than 3,000 square feet of antiques, furniture, collectibles, and just plain fun stuff. We are a group shop featuring 18 different vendors, each with their own style. We buy and sell vintage items, antiques, and curios. For more info, follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Two Old Goats Antiquities and Artisans, 749 Bar Harbor Road in Trenton. We know once you've stopped in and seen all the great deals we have to offer, you'll be back.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. I'm here with two locals from the Focus Group, Improv Group. They're here to talk about the Improv Me Festival. Alan Adams and Kay Cooney, thank you for joining me this morning.
Thank you for having us.
Of course. Can you talk about the Improv Me Festival that's coming up in a couple weeks, or is it next week already?
It's actually this weekend.
Awesome.
The Improv Me Festival is something that we started 7 or 8 years ago.
Gotcha.
It started off as just sort of a wide net of improv groups from around New England coming together here in the area to put on a festival. We do 3 sessions and groups from Boston and Rhode Island and New Hampshire and all that. But as we progressed, we realized that there was a lot more talent right here in the state of Maine than we had previously expected. And so subsequent years, we focused solely on Maine-based groups.
Yep.
And so this current iteration, which the first time we've been back, we were dark for a couple of years for obvious reasons.
Absolutely.
And then we're back, and we're doing, it's all Maine groups in a new location, the Bangor Arts Exchange on Exchange Street here in town. Josh Gass and the folks at Launchpad have been gracious hosts to us for a number of years. And this is our first time to try to do something a little bit bigger.
Awesome. And Kay, can you speak on, is this groups, will attendees be watching like professionals take part in this, or is this something that attendees can take part in as well? How does the festival work in that regard?
It's professional groups or groups that have gotten together, beforehand, and some are professional, some are I want to say semi-professional. There's not a lot of audience interaction, which I'm grateful for as an audience member. I don't want to interact.
I totally relate. Yep.
So you don't have to worry about that. And so it's seven groups that will be coming through, spreading through Friday and Saturday, which is really fun.
Gotcha. So, I mean, is this the first, time since the pandemic that you guys have been doing this?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
We're really very excited. It's because it was an event that we all looked forward to so much in previous years, and the idea of finally feeling like, okay, you know what, I think it's time.
Right.
And of course, when we started reaching out, turns out we weren't the only ones who were very excited to bring something like this back. Everyone was very enthusiastic.
With 7 different groups.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And there are a couple from around here. There are some from central Maine. We've got a few from southern Maine. It really spans the state as far as the talent that we're bringing together. And it really, they're really going to be some fantastic nights.
Yeah. How would you say you're excited for the different groups? Do you think everybody brings something different to the table? What do you guys like about it, do you think?
I love that it's different sensibilities and sense of humors. People play, improv. We do different games, and they might play different sort of games. I love that people have different sense of humors, and that's one of the things that we love is just going up on stage and messing around.
It's great because we have groups. We have one group where they bring in a guest speaker, and that person tells stories, and they use those stories to inspire their improv. There's another group called You Should Smile More. They're based in southern Maine, but they're wonderful. They're a collective of female improvisers.
I had a feeling. Yep.
And they're not a traditional group per se, but they're all women who operate within the greater improv scene, and so everyone's familiar with one another, and they kind of come together in these performances, and it's a different lineup every time. And so, but they're all very talented, and they all bring something unique to the table.
Awesome.
They'll be performing on Saturday night, and I'm very much looking forward to that.
That's awesome. You never know what could happen with improv. That's very exciting.
That's right.
Yeah. So where can people get tickets, and remind us again when this will be going on?
Sure. You can get tickets through the Bangor Arts Exchange website, bangorartsexchange.com. You can also, tickets will be available at the door.
Yep.
But if you want to, it's going to be the best deal in town because tickets are $10 in advance, $12 at the door.
Awesome.
But there are a limited number of 2-day passes available online for $16.
Awesome.
So for $16, you can see both evenings. That's December 2nd and 3rd, Friday and Saturday. Shows start at 7. And they're going to run about 2 hours and change. It's a lot of improv that's going to be happening. And I got to say, our group, the focus group, we're performing both nights because,
awesome.
Hey, we're the hosts.
It's our festival.
It's ours. We can do what we want.
Yeah.
But yeah, so many other groups coming, so many wonderful, funny people, and I think it's going to be a marvelous time.
Absolutely. I'm very excited to see for myself. Alan and Kay, thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you so
much. We'll have this information and more on our website as well as the full video interview. We'll send it over to weather.
Thank you so much. Our main weather today is brought to you by Crosby's Sports Shop with a large supply of ammo and stock, custom Damascus knives, fishing supplies of all kinds, concealed weapons classes, and a full line of Dragonfly UV tackle, plus the latest ultraviolet tackle. Call today. So lots of clear skies outside today. It is a whole different picture than what we had just 30 hours ago when we had some more rain in the area. Not much going on in our state, and pretty much the whole Northeast is in the clear. New York City, D.C. is in the clear, but look what's coming in. Those are some thicker clouds, a little bit of snow in the upper Midwest. That's going to develop into a pretty intense low-pressure system where some places in the upper Midwest might even get close to a foot of snow. For us, though, temperatures will go up north and we'll have a rain in the area. That's going to arrive pretty much in the afternoon hours tomorrow for the most part. Really picks up in intensity overnight, but then quickly starts to move out. So by the morning hours on Thursday, hey, for that morning commute, we are in the clear. So bring an umbrella still, where we might have some drizzle still left over, but overall, we will be clear. We're looking at around 3/4 to an inch of new rainfall moving in. Some places might get a little bit less, close to 1/2 inch, but overall, it's going to be a good rainmaker. We're looking at around an inch of rain for the most part across the state. Winds right now are blowing at around 5 to 15 miles per hour. Gusting close to 20, so not looking too bad. Machias, a little bit stronger winds. That's why we have a gale watch in the area until the morning hours on a Thursday, and also a high wind watch until 1 a.m. on Thursday, and just south of us, where winds will actually pick up in intensity the next couple of days. Temperatures, though, have been cold the last couple of weeks. We had temperatures in the 30s, some 40s, besides the last 4 days where we did have temperatures in those mid-40s, lower 40s, and even some 50s for our high temperatures outside. We should be hovering at around 39 to 40 degrees as our high temperature. So the next today pretty much we're doing that, I would say upper 30s. Tomorrow, a lot warmer than that. Then we're pretty much going to be hovering close to average besides Saturday, where more chances of warmer air start to arrive. Today, though, temperatures hovering in those mid-30s, slightly below our average for this time of year. Mostly sunny skies. Our extended forecast outlook does show that rain moving in. Warmer temperatures, hey, can't have the best of both worlds. But Thursday, we start to have a couple of flurries still lingering, maybe a drizzle or two, but then quickly moving out. Sunshine returns, and then Friday into Saturday, more chances of rain.
In Maine, it's always buying season. And at Thornton Brothers in Lincoln, we carry new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Rams for your buying season. Here at Thornton Brothers, we'll help you find the right vehicle specifically for you to suit your lifestyle. As they say, the proof is in the performance. So come on over and test drive a real vehicle from a real dealership, or place your order with us and see why it really is buying season here in Maine. Thornton Brothers, Main Street, Lincoln.
I'm Jay Pearl from Carroll Harper & Associates, Maine's most experienced Medicare health plans agency. Every day we hear how complicated navigating the Medicare maze can be. Let us help. From enrolling in Medicare to finding the right Medicare health plan, we are your go-to agency. We represent Martins Point Generations Advantage and other Medicare health plans that meet our quality standards. There's no cost or obligation for our services, so call Carroll Harper & Associates today.
Sometimes big truck accidents can result in big case settlements. These are just some of the big case results I fought to get my clients. If a big truck hurts you, we'll make them pay you every single dollar you deserve for your injuries. I'm Jim with Lowry & Associates. If you've been hurt by a big truck, call the twos. We win for you.
Hurt by a big truck? Come out on top. Call the twos. Call 222-2222.
For over 75 years, Ariens has been blowing away the competition. Ariens snow throwers simply overpower other brands. See for yourself by watching the screen, and then head to Jim Small Engines in Arlington, where these fabulous high-throwing Ariens snow throwers are on sale at unbelievable prices. Jim Small Engines brings 40 years experience in sales and service, and Jim knows that Ariens snow throwers are the best, but supplies are limited, so watch the screen and take advantage of the great sale prices on Ariens snow throwers now at Jim Small Engines, Snows Corner Road, Arlington.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. The Salvation Army is asking for more bell ringers this year. Volunteers are needed at Red Cross kettles across the country. The Salvation Army is accepting online donations because of the shortage of bell ringers. Donations made help people with rent and utility assistance and assist with funding dinner programs provided by the Salvation Army. The holiday campaign lasts until Christmas Eve.
They can always use some help.
Absolutely. It is Giving Tuesday, of course.
Do we have time for this one? I think so.
I think so.
From the pages of a children's book to a popular Christmas tradition, The Elf on the Shelf has taken the world by storm. It first made its appearance in the 2005 children's picture book called The Elf on the Shelf, A Christmas Tradition. The book tells the story of a small scout of elves Is that what it says? I think so. They keep an eye on the family homes and tell Santa which children have been naughty or nice. The elves pick a different hiding spot every day from Thanksgiving to Christmas Eve. 17 years later, it has now evolved into a brand that includes the popular holiday game, an animated special, and a character featured in the Macy's Thanksgiving Parade. We didn't have that when I was a kid. They do now.
Some of those elves, man, they're creative.
They could be mischievous, too,
right?
From what I've seen. So,
right. I haven't seen it. I like them pictured with the kazoo.